Here in our last episode, we kind of went through the distributor, got her running, mounted the radiator and shroud, filled her up with antifreeze, and now we're going to take another look at this distributor we pulled out. And we can look at the tip of it. Let's see if we can get in the light a little bit. Maybe we can see that sucker is just boogered right off of there. So it just flopped around in there and it ate itself to death. All right, well, dang. Cheap saves you money, right? So we'll get another rotor on that. Wrap some tape around there and shove it in another car. That'll be good. I think I may just go ahead and get it raised up in the air a little bit on some jack stands and put some exhaust in. Also might want to get the fuel tank hooked up. Go ahead and run some garbage up into the carb. Put a couple of filters on it. Get it to where it'll, go back and forth a little bit. I can move it out into the cool air and the shade. Or maybe I'll chop a hole in the back of the garage. We're gonna start on something. I'm gonna finish a couple more cups of coffee first. Get myself kind of psyched up for the project here. All right, well, I took a break from my break. Went ahead and put this up on some stands. They look totally trustworthy. It wouldn't think of falling and killing me. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit scared. I'm gonna do it anyways. Well, we're gonna try this. I ain't got any more jack stands, so I've got that 2x8. I think, maybe a 2x6, kind of cheap. Anyways, I got that wood. I'm gonna slide my jack underneath it, raise both of them mufflers up kind of where I want them, and then see if I could just run off every direction until everything fits. All right, let me get that jack. There's only, so many ways this can go wrong. But if I can get this in the middle, maybe it'll raise them both up, kind of, the same. It's just all about the balance, Why isn't it going up the same? They don't, you get on there and order this stuff, and they don't send you a picture or nothing. You just gotta have to figure it out. Look up some pictures, and their exhaust is different than your exhaust, and you just got to do the best you can. It's all looking good. I think this is going to work. I don't know. All right, I'm going to line them tail pieces up that go over the hump and see if they'll kind of go where they're supposed to without smashing anything. It's kind of hard when everything's just flopping everywhere, but that's going to work. All I need to do is get these mufflers kind of where I want them, and then I'll raise the front, maybe get that kind of where it goes. Let's see how this works out. It's just a little floppy. I think I'll put some blocks under at both ends when I get it up a little more. Let's give her another little squirt. There we go, get up there. You want to stop now before it starts smashing. That's your sign. You hear that crumple? You've gone too far. Let's see what we can do at the front now. Maybe we can get some more scrap wood around here. Which, at the price of wood, there ain't no such thing as scrap wood anymore. Oh, it's over there on the other side of the car. Better get it. Now we're cooking. We'll get this in here. We'll put this block in the middle. And then we'll just kind of use the same plan. Maybe I'll go this way with it. That might be better. Get right underneath that elbow joint right here. All right, well, ease it in there. Okay. See how that's working? Nope. I had a lift, you could raise this car up and built you a bunch of little poles with little spinny things and lift all that exhaust up there. Get them up there with these bricks. As long as, you know, it all don't come tumbling down, we're good. There's gonna be quite a bit of this. See, that emergency brake cable is gonna probably get in my way too. But we can just cut that off if we have to. I'm starting to lose you on this here camera. I don't know why this won't hold a phone. What is wrong with it? Guy spent good money on this stuff and it's just going to pieces. I took the time to knock most of the spiders off this so y'all didn't have to see me cry like a baby. Look at that. Gained another 1.5 inches. We're moving along. Okay, come in bricks here. We'll keep going until we ain't got no room to work. Come here. I can't. Oh, I got my block again. What's that gonna do to us? That may be about high enough. I'm gonna try that. Do something like that. Make him. Yes. Yes, it's gonna work. Yes, yes, yes. Now I think what I'll do, I'll get both these fronts kind of set. Then I'll jiggle around the middle pipe so it's set where I like it. You know, just up as tight as I can get it without hitting anything. Make sure my mufflers are kind of level across this way. Then I can fit the tailpipes. That sounds like a plan. Well, what have I done? That's not going to work. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. That leaves me about a 1/2 inch between the cross member and the pipe, but that's not exactly where it's going to be yet. Let's do the other side the same way. I'll tell you now. I'm about the same distance apart here. That's there. Yeah. And y'all probably thinking, oh, Jeff, he probably worked at Midas. Let's get the tailpipe set in. See how that looks. Good morning, Biscayne. I hope you're doing well. Get under here. Get on. Oh, yeah. You see kind of the nose of the tipping down there and the nose of the tipping down there. We'll get them straightened up. Get these tailpipes kind of where they go now. May need to find me some of that fence wire at this point. Hold this up. Okay, what have I got? I don't have any fences made out of wire, so I'm just going to stick this up on there. See what it looks like when I give it. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyway, I gotta there now. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's see. Nope, that's wrong. Let me pause on this while I drink some coffee and think on it. All right, found me a couple of pieces of, used to be 3/4, probably now 1 inch blocks, and I'm gonna stick them up there between the longboard and the mufflers. Raise those up a little higher than the drive shaft. Got a little more room up there. Then I can tinker a little bit more with these crossover pipes that go over the rear end. So I can twist on all these pipes a little bit and get them where I want them. Okay. I want to get that down a little bit there. Yeah. Okay, now it wants to not sit where I had it, but that's okay. That's better. From here on, it's going to be a lot of twisting and tinking till I can get these pipes where I want them coming over there. Let's see if this tailpipe does any better. If it does, then we'll know kind of what we got to do on this side. Find something to block these tailpipes up now. I'm running out of junk. I know you can't believe that, but it's true. Rear end is parallel with the tank. That looks fine. we know the jack stands are coming even off the floor. I didn't say level, because... Well, let me give you a break from some of this while I crawl around here and grumble and moan. And I'll come back when I maybe got something done. I'd like to get it to where it didn't make noise when it hits a bump. You know, by the exhaust hitting the rear end or the drive shaft or anything like that. But it's so dang hot in here that I think I'm about to just start putting clamps on. Saying I like it. See that? They put a little flange on there. And my exhaust is right up there. So I've got to cut that off, is what I'm saying. And I've got an elbow to go there. And then I'll have to re-weld the flange onto the elbow and, you know, do that thing and get it to bolt up. Get my sawzall and just cut that right off, or my grinder, you know, something. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go, right there. I got that. Yep. No, it didn't break off. We're ready to go. I'm gonna put that back in there. Here, yeah. Nope. Ah, perfect. All right, probably have to grind that off some. I think I will. Yep, I'm gonna have to bring it back a little more. Tell you what now, you get back far enough, you can't even tell I welded that. Phew. I put some metal polish on that. Shined up. I think that's gonna go on there. Well, there she is. Sitting there like factory. All right. We'll go through here and start slamming some clamps on this. Push it up a little bit. You got a nice clearance over the top of the exhaust going underneath the cross member. That's good. It just come out the way, you know, I planned it. Okay, I thought, you know, them headers ought to be the same on both sides, so yep. Just went ahead and, you know, cut them both the same. Now I'm going to have to cut about 4 inches out of this one and get it to go up in the air. When I had to cut that off, of course, raise it up, that made it shorter going back here. So we had to add in there about, you know, 3.5 here. So that means it had to overlap and blah blah. Anyways, everything's kind of even where all the bends are coming together now going back. I'm gonna get in here and start getting them just where I want them and clamp them up. And then I'll come by and get a little weld on each joint so they don't twist and turn. Hey, it's almost done. Well, guys, we've just about got the exhaust wrapped up. I'm only short 2 clamps. And I'm sure I've got them someplace. I don't know where. Could be in any one of these 10 vehicles or in any pile inside the garage. But I will find them. You can't see much, but you can see right there I've got my mufflers lined up quite well. They're kind of level across. And the guy had to get up in there and drill another hole in the frame. I guess you'd call that the 4-link. But it goes right there below that bushing. And I turned that strap sideways and attached it to the clamp like that. And when I'm satisfied with that, I'll snip that off on both sides. And there was already one hole there on this side. Well, you know, so the fella just went ahead and used the old bolt because it was there. Otherwise, let's look down here. Pipes are looking pretty good, running parallel. That looks better than I thought it did, to be honest with you. It's all clamped up. No, get in here and lay down and do some welds on every one of them joints to keep that pipe from moving, twisting. I was told back in the muffler days that the clamps did all the sealing and the weld just kept it from turning. So let's move forward under that principle. Man, that is way down there. You know what I mean? And those two, they're sitting in the same place. Angles are kind of the same, yeah. But it just, this one seems lower than the other, you know, by a little bit. But if I took a tape measure to the floor, I could find out. But I'm pretty sure it is. That's a lot hanging down. But I may be willing to live with it. We'll find out about the first time it goes clunk and folds that up on the pavement. That's kind of crazy. I might have to figure something out there. That little 2x8 and block method, that worked pretty good for getting the mufflers level. The only thing I really don't like about this exhaust job is I don't have one of them there car lifts. That really makes me put stuff off. I might want to fix that emergency cable. Don't need the brakes. That don't make the car move. Time to put a little of that bzz, bzz, bzz onto these. See, I went ahead and cut her off. Cut her up off the floor a little bit. Just hook that right there. That'll be right in the way. Get my hat on. Remember, guys, safety first. Right? Right? Oh, I can't see. Get rid of this face mask. I can't reach now. Well, see, that's why you guys pay that extra money for these welders, is to get that longer cord. Oh, what the hell? Come here, welder. But can you pull on yours like that? That's right, you won't want to tear it up. What? Yep. Right above the money. Yeah, I got a little nibble that time. Ow! That is hot, hot, hot. Ow, ow! Napalm. Safety first, guys. Come on. That's hard on my fingers. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving on before something bad happens. If you don't mind, I'm gonna keep my phone back a little bit. All right? Yep. Missed completely. A lot of sparkles in here. Looks like what's the word? Garbage? Yeah. That's better. I can weld a drive shaft like that. We'll hit a couple more welds over here. See what else we can light on fire. Oh, I see a nice oil spot. I ain't trying to go all the way around here. I'm just gonna get a good bite on it and just let it hold its teeth on it, keep it from twisting. Let the clamps do their clamping. No, that'll work. That'll be fine. Grind it off and it'll be beautiful. Let's go over this way. Get one on the front and back of this muffler. What now? Some of my best welds are right next to where the seam is. Where they're not doing nothing. Let's get in here and see if we can get us a good blaze of glory going. If not, I'll delete it. You'll never know. My lens is just not, it's going too dark. I don't know what to do about it. If I got it turned down, usually I have to put about 1,000 watt light on this, and then I can see. But I think I got them all tacked. We're good. We're gonna call that, except for that one. Wait, no, I got it. But it looks like hammered a dog dookie. Ah. I think I got them all. I'm gonna get this out of here. Just let that thing set and cool off before you just kick it off, okay? Just leave it running, let it cool down for about 5-10 minutes, I don't know. Like that. Uh-huh. Ain't nobody wants to hear that. Well, fellas, I'm thinking that the last thing I got to do now is to tie up those tailpipes where they come out. Maybe give them a little buzz off angle, you know, racing angle on the end of it. Well, little fellers, I have looked wherever I could look, and I am not having any luck finding clamps. So, I think it's time to throw in a towel and weld this snot on there. Clamp it later, because I ain't going to the parts store. Ain't gonna happen. Set this down, turn it back up where you can see, okay? Something, you can see something now. Okay, the tailpipe right there. Yep, you're good. Okay, right up in there, there's the old hanger. I'm gonna take that off of there. Yeah, let's see what I can do with that. What we got there, about 1/2 inch maybe? Yeah, hold on, let me get ready. Get out of the road. Ugh. I need lighter stuff to work with. That's heavy. Get to it now. You know what I need? I need some WD-40. I am plumb out. Oh, I think that went on that nut. It did. Let's go. Let's move. Try that one right there. Nowhere. Come on. Hey. Oh. Ain't no place to get a hold of it now. Oh, yeah. Wheel it. Oh, I felt some give. Yeah. Darn, got an eye full there. Shoot, luckily that unbolted just like it was put on yesterday. Perfect. All right, we got our little mounting strap, you know, put up. It's kind of similar how, you know, the Chevrolet did it. It come out sideways, come down, and then go back over sideways. Now, if I had a, you know, a big clamp put on there, I'd just clamp that up, but I don't, so I'm gonna squeeze that together and put a little zap on it or two, and then when I get a clamp, I'll clamp it. But for now, that'll keep it from waggling around and dragging on the ground, right? Now I can go to the other side, over there, and then I can find some way of drilling a hole where I can't get a drill into and putting that one up. Same way. Haven't got the other side done. Well, you know, till I get a couple clamps. But you squeeze them together a little bit, you know. That's gonna hold it though. That'll hold it. That'll hold it. I keep finger out the dang camera. I keep forgetting that, guys. I'm sorry about that. Now, we've got them both set evenly on the clamps. Everything's looking good. Let's get back and look at that. Get that in behind here. Well, that don't look terrible, I guess. That'll work. That one on the right might need a bumper jack, but that's gonna be fine. Now remember, with the front end up so high, the back end's gonna drag the ground, so we won't be able to see it anyways. It's time to sit down and drink this cold Dr. Pepper. That's right, Dr. Pepper, hot or cold. I wonder why they said that. Trying to cut into coffee's business? I drink them cold or hot, I don't care. I need them. Well, before I let this car down, and do a little work on this here clutch and linkage. Oh! We got about, I don't know, half inch of safe travel left on this. I tell you now, I try to do this stuff the right way and it's just not going, man. That dude is right up against that header. I think it needs to be in that lower hole, to be honest, but then I'm into it. I can't get nothing to go there. But right now I have to push that booger all the way to the floor. And it's still not releasing that clutch. Now, it's every possibility that feller, you know, went ahead and put that bad pressure plate in or something. I don't know why it beat bad. It was only, what, 44 years old. I'm going to try to twist on this and see if I can get it to give me just a little bit more, you know? Just a little more so it doesn't go when I try to put it in that gear. Anyway, let's not get carried away. Let's just get the clutch working. Okay, where's that oil coming from? Starting to dry. Oh, that's good. Oh no, my paints fell off. Good Lord. I just rebuilt this. I've got about ½ inches travel out of that bolt for the clutch. Now let's see if it'll go into gear while I'm up here on these jack stands. Give a little more. Come on, we can do it. She wants to get tuned up before I do anything. Let her warm up a hair. Oh, she goes into gear, boys. But now she dies. I gotta get this thing tuned up now. I think that clutch will work though. Let's just go with it and pretend it's gonna work. I've lost my fan again. That's not gonna work. All right, fellas. It's about time we do a little twisting in here. Got this thing hot. The first thing I gotta do is set this timing up. And I ain't got one of them fancy new ones. I got just old timing line. And the first thing I gotta do is pull that vacuum line off and block it off the distributor. Then you can set her up to about, oh, I don't know, 8 degrees. Maybe a little more because of that cam. Plug her back in and let her pull. Then I'm going to move on to that carburetor. See if I can get it sweetened up a little bit. It's just doing that stuff. Might be a bit afraid I should have spent the money on them extra duty valve springs that I didn't buy. Because we might have some lifters getting down there and just hooking a little bit. Yeah. Kind of got her roughly in there. I can't move as quick as I used to could. Let me get that vacuum hose put on now. little bit better. I'm gonna let this thing cool down. I'm gonna go crawl underneath there and just torque on every one of them bolts that I put on the exhaust. Probably give the headers a little twist too. Maybe we won't have any of that pop, 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 pop stuff going on. I'll probably have to go to battery number 4. I don't know. That's gonna disappoint the wife when she tries to go to work. But, you know, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Well, after all that crawling around, you fellas are probably exhausted, like myself. Actually, I got called into the shower because I needed one. But we might as well shut this one down here. We've got our exhauster going on. We had a little bit of idling. I think we've got transmission happening. Clutch is working. And we still got a little unresolved tuning issues, but we'll get them. Maybe we can move on to some of this good stuff in here. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. I just want to thank you all for tuning in, staying with me, and hope to see you on the next one. Oh, good. You can relax now. Everybody else is gone. Now we can talk. All right. First off, mechanic's light is distraught with puzzles. Okay. Like, this is a freshly built, little rat motor, and she seems to be getting hot, and I don't know why. We got the big radiator, lots of cores, perfectly good water in there. Now, it could be that old sensor is just reading hot, and I'm going to hook a little temperature gauge up instead of this idiot light. And matter of fact, I'm just not real happy with this whole gauge setup, but we'll do that, and we'll see what we're really getting. I mean, as close as a Chinese gauge can get. And then it's going to be, fine-tuning on that Holly. I'll probably mess that up too. I tell you what, I've made some mistakes in my life, and some of them have cost a lot of money. I remember one time I had an engine overheating after rebuild, and somebody who shall not be named may have or may not have over-torqued them bearings. And that could have happened. Anyways, you guys have the ideas on this overheating issue. Maybe I'll resolve it, maybe I won't. But just, type it down in that comment section. Give me some more ideas. We're lucky today we can get on the internet and just type in a problem and, read about 200 comments and maybe find an answer to it. Back in the day, all we had was these books about this big that didn't really cover what we needed to know. And the only answer to the problem was just experience. And at my age, I don't have time for that. Okay, I need your help. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyways, let's think about these gauges here. Let's bring you in, okay? Have a look at them. Now, when I turn these headlights on, you won't even be able to tell. They just aren't that bright. We got some wonky looking headlight switch anyway. Which one? There we go. Okay. So, I mean, you can't even really tell they're on. So that's our first issue. So I'm kind of thinking, this dash has been cut into. I don't like idiot lights at all. I was going to just leave it all alone. But I'm thinking maybe I may make my own dash for this whole deal. I've got an old street sign I can fold up and put in there. Then I can install this nice tack. Put it right in the gauge cluster. I'll get on eBay and get me a full set. I'm not talking about one of them, high dollar, super resto mod, digital, control your LS motor and air conditioning. No, we're talking I'm on a budget here. I don't have any money. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, That's an idea I've got in mind. And boy, it'd be nice if that tack was sitting right there where the clock was supposed to be that they didn't put in also. But I don't have that. And I don't know. Hey, we'll just have to see this play out. But just remember, can't do it, never did it. Just get out there and try. If you mess it up, you'll do it twice. That's all.